Hello Cancer and welcome to Soul Sundays. Cancer, it's a quick 3-card spread, one for mind, body and soul for your week ahead. So let's get started. Universe and angels, messages and guides, my higher self, I call upon you now to give me a clear and accurate reading for the sign of Cancer. Please show me what they need to hear, not what they want to hear. Spirit, can I please have 3 cards, one for mind, one for body and one for soul. There we go. All right, I'm going to take the first one that I saw rather than the 3, which is the 4 of Swords, or the 4 of Angels, rest. It's like your mental state is just overwhelmed, overburdened. Diet is important here. So what have you been eating? Too much junk food? It's showing me a lot of fruit and vegetables, fibre. You're also getting a lot of greens, so heart stuff is big for you. I feel like sleep, diet is going to help you. I don't think that's your card. One card, please, for Cancer this week. I think of it as a TLC week, right? A week of TLC. And for anyone who doesn't know what that means, tender loving care, right? It's tender loving care for self. Like you really need to nurture yourself this week. Getting the rest that you need, maybe treating yourself and going and having a massage or something like that, something that makes you feel that you've done something for you. Thank you. Magnetism. Boom. Yeah. Okay, so 4 of Angels, rest. In traditional tarot, this shows 4 of Swords, right? And it's someone that's like over their bed, resting in bed. That's like they're either recovering from a sickness or they're needing to rest. Now, this is your mindset card for the week, right? So it's telling you that you really need to take a step back, stop trying to solve all the problems, stop trying to think about everything else, really take time just to be, okay? Often we feel like when we do that, that we're not achieving, we're not going out there and actually doing things in the world, We beat ourselves up is what I guess what I'm trying to say. By not resting, by not doing things or being productive. But the key thing for this is about retreat, solitude, rest, replenishment, really giving yourself just time to, it's a very symbolic card here. It's like being in the womb, right, curled up, like nurturing, going within. The card literally is described as prescribing some time for quiet time, rest, rebalance and recuperation. 4 is the number of foundations, and you can find some peace by connecting to the basic building blocks of your life. Rest here for a while, you are exhausted. So, if your mental capacity is at its limit, Cancer, then just leave it be, okay? It's okay. It's okay to do nothing. I think that's a message we all need to hear occasionally. It doesn't matter that the washing pile's up or that there's dust somewhere else or that something else isn't done. Sometimes it's in doing nothing that we get the energy to actually get those things done. So not only am I getting the card of rest because I feel like you've been a bit sluggish, but I'm getting the one that speaks about really looking at what you're putting into your body, okay? This card really comes up to kind of tell you to have a balanced diet. So I feel like it's shifted one way or the other. I'm being shown lots of sugary drinks, so soda, Coke, soft drink, we call it here. Also a lot of processed food. So if you haven't been drinking enough water, eating enough vegetables, green leafies, that kind of thing, your red berries, this is the card to tell you to do it, okay? Maybe it's also caffeine that you're kind of having too much. And I think that's what's causing you to be a little bit jittery here, Cancer. What's interesting is that you've drawn for your spiritual message this week the card of magnetism. I love this card. It doesn't come out a lot, so I get always excited when I see it. I feel like when you get these 2 things aligned, if you start this at the beginning of the week and just go, yep, it's time to, we've had a long weekend here in Australia too for some of the states. So I feel like for those that have been overeating and not resting, now, if you can start doing this at the beginning of the week, then you're going to be feeling the vibes of the rainbow by the end. You know what I mean? It's like your body's going, yes, it's finally what I needed. Magnetism speaks about your energy field, right? Your vibration. You can see in the card, it's like 2 little doves coming together. It's very, very cool. It's law of attraction. It's drawing people in. I'm going to read it to you from the book because it's pretty special. It says, this is the spiritual meaning, right? Love is a magnetic force that extends from the heart of all living things. Love is both a protective shield and a powerful attractor. It is the center of the flow of life. A word, a thought, a touch is all it takes for love to ignite. When it does ignite, it radiates from your core, stretching out beyond your horizons. How beautiful is that? So it's like once you get all this kind of basic stuff done, Cancer, you're going to be so magnetic, so on fire. You're just going to be radiating love. And what happens when you radiate love? Well, then you draw love back to you. So pretty simple. It's like you couldn't write this any other way, and I don't think you need me to delve any deeper. Get some rest, okay? And I don't mean physical rest, I mean mental rest. Watch some trash TV, play some video games, do whatever it is that you like that disconnects you from thinking. Maybe it's reading a, non-fiction, maybe it's reading a fiction novel or something like that. Maybe it's, I don't know what it is for you, listening to certain kind of music, whatever it is that gives your mind a mental rest, okay? Maybe if you only ever read self-help books or business books that's telling you to read something else, you get the picture. Diet's really important. This is the cornerstone to everything, okay? So it's telling you if you change what you're putting into your system, very quickly you're going to see the shift, and that's when you'll get your magnetic shine come back on, okay? So interesting week, it's pretty clear cut. Get your sleep, give your mind a rest, do something that's nurturing for you, focus on your diet, and you're going to be sparkling by the end. I hope you found this reading helpful. If you did, please hit the like button. It helps the channel more than you know, and I'll be back with you next week. Take care.